Hi, welcome to another video. Another video from there, following up from the one that I just posted. And this time, Vivian, she's seeing all these things and she doesn't want to sound like she's crazy. So she's doing everything she can to make sure that she manages this thing. Because, I mean, here's a boss, Tina. Tina, she's seeing her son, her dead son, and everybody thinks she's going bananas. And then again, her housekeeper, Vivian, also sees things and hears things. I mean, that's not a good combination, especially for her age and stuff like that. And she's also running away from staying with her daughter, and she feels she wants to be independent, so she doesn't want to stay with her daughter and the son-in-law and her grandchild. So she's trying by all means to make sure that she's not going to say anything that is going to jeopardize what she wants in her life, which is her own independence. So, Tina, on the other hand, she's there in Vegas with her show, Magic. Magic is doing well and stuff like that. And she gets introduced to this guy. His name was Elliot Stryker. He was a lawyer. Why am I saying he was? He is a lawyer. He still is a lawyer. So, when she was introduced to this guy, the reason for this introduction is because they know that Tina is single and she's been divorced for like a year and a couple of months, and she's still young, and he's a widower, and then he doesn't have any relationship that he's having and stuff like that. So Tina and Elliot would, maybe something would go down, and then yes, she likes him, he likes her, but she's a bit reluctant because of this daily thing that is happening in her life and stuff like that. But Elliot, on the other hand, he's adamant about the fact that this woman who's Tina is what he wants in his life and stuff like that. And then after the show, they have a bit of a talk, and then she talks to him, they speak and stuff like that, and he asks her on a date, and then she agrees, and then she said that before she goes on the date, though, she's gonna start at her office and stuff like that. And then she goes to her office. When she gets to her office, she's in her office, and the secretary is on the other side in the reception, and her secretary comes in her office and says that it's a bit chilly in this place, and she didn't understand why her secretary is actually saying that it's chilly, because the weather was very warm on that day. And then her secretary actually said that it's very, very, very cold. So would she rather, is there anything that Tina wants her to do before she leaves? And then Tina asks her for a few favors, and then she does those things, and then her secretary leaves, and then it's just now Tina in the office. And when she's there in the office, what happens was also kind of strange. It was very odd, actually. When she was busy with her computer, they typing whatever she was typing, the same words that were there on the chalkboard in Danny's room, they came again on the computer, as if like somebody has hacked her computer and is writing things so that she looks like she's insane. And then again, the words were not dead. And then she was like, no, something is not going right here. And then she switches off the computer. And when she switches off the computer, what happens is the computer switches itself on. And the same words come. And this time, repeatedly, nodded, and stuff like that. And then she decides to unplug the computer. And then she was like still thinking that maybe it's just an error of her computer, or she's also imagining this. And she goes using her secretary's computer, and when she goes there, the same thing happens again. And this actually shook her up more than any other thing, that whatever that is happening is now following her in her workplace. It was like the supernatural stuff, or like witchcraft or something like that. So we have to read further to actually understand if indeed Tina is really insane. I mean, to her, it could be trauma. It could be like post-traumatic stress, but in this case, we just have to read the book to actually find out if indeed Danny is alive or not, or if Tina is actually imagining all these things and stuff like that. So watch out for the last video that I'm gonna post, which I'm gonna do the whole thing that happens from that end, and then I'm gonna try to keep it short and stuff like that. And if you want to know more, obviously you're gonna have to get the book or download it from Amazon or Google or whatever, however you're gonna get the book, or borrow it from a friend or stuff like that. And until then, thank you very much. Adios.